Dakota Mathias. Go ahead, Nate.
For being shorthanded tonight, what sort of challenges does that present, and how do you feel like you guys overcame that?
You know what happens. Things happen. You just gotta deal with it. I think we did all right. I think we got, they outworked us on the boards for the most part. We just gotta be tougher. I think that was a good. They're a good team. They came in here, worked hard. They were amped up, but I just think we gotta play harder than we did tonight.
Isaac, you were one of the most efficient players in the Big Ten last season, and seemed to continue that early on today. You only missed one shot. What did you do in particular that was working well, and then what did you think about just the front court's performance as a whole and the points you were able to put up?
I would say that part of the success is just staying low and working hard on the block, just getting open position and having these guys making good passes inside. So I give them a lot of credit. As a whole, I'd say our front court was pretty good because, me, Vince, and Biggie really worked hard on the inside, and Grady as well. Just getting good post position, making the right passes, and doing what we had to do down low. And overall, I think we can continue that, but we got to continue to rebound because we just got outworked today on the boards, but still came away with a win, which we just need to keep working on that.
Just for anyone who wants to answer, just what impressed you about USI tonight?
They just came with a fight. They came in hyped up, ready to try to make an upset. As any team should. Every team really wants to give you the best shot since you're ranked and you're in the top 25 in the nation. We're a really skilled group of people. They always obviously want to improve themselves as well at the beginning of the season. So that's what impressed me a lot about them.
Yeah, and just to piggyback off of that, I'd just say their guard play. They had a few guards who were able to get into the paint, make shots. Obviously for us, we got to do a better job defensively. We'll continue to work at that.
Spike, just how do you feel being an official Boilermaker now, and how do you feel physically after a full game now?
I feel good. I was joking with Dakota earlier. I'm just excited to be back out onto the court playing. And everyone here has been great. So the transition's been awesome. Health-wise, I feel good. Back to my normal self.
Spike, we just talked to you about it the other day, but what you are now relative to what you were in Spain seems 180 degrees. Is that kind of how you felt tonight?
Yeah, I think I've just been working at it the past couple of months. Just shaking off some of the rust. And then, the medical staff and Josh upstairs in the weight room, they've all been a huge part of helping me get back to where I was. And I'm hoping to just continue to get better and better every day.
Dakota, the circumstances tonight had you playing some four, it looked like. So how did you enjoy that experience?
That was fun.
Go ahead and answer that.
That was fun. I think that'd be a great stretch four, but it happens. It was some funky lineups were in there, but you got to play through it. Like I said, things happen. It could happen throughout the year. People get injured, things happen, but I think we dealt with it, and it was pretty fun.
And I guess, is there something to be said for, even in this environment, the exhibition environment, playing through some adversity and maybe having to make some of those adjustments on the fly? Because like you say, you don't know when it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a positive. The more adversity, the more tough things you have to go through this season, and like I said, it makes you tougher. So when you get to the tournament, you're just ready to go, and whatever presents itself, you're ready to take on the challenge. So I think it's good for us.
Isaac, can you assess the defense? First time out with your kind of new configuration.
I would say that, we had some troubles with the ball screen at first. I wasn't talking loud enough and early enough to these guys, so these guards are getting a pretty good look at the basket. And then, as the game went on, we got a little bit better with that. We do need to get better on help defense as well. And defensively, getting the rebounds, as I mentioned earlier. Rebounding is a huge part of defense. What good is a stop if you can't, get the rebound? Because then you're just gonna have to play defense again. So.
For any of you guys, this was kind of like a dress rehearsal in a way. I know you guys have the exhibition coming up against WVU. What do you think you need to get done in the next week or so to prepare for your home opener on November 11th?
I think we obviously got to get back to it and practice, clean up some things, on the defensive end. as well as the offensive end in terms of execution. But I think the biggest thing is just, we got to play harder. It's kind of been, the theme throughout here, So West Virginia, that'll be a good test for us. I played them before, and it's always a dogfight. So we'll see where we're at. That'll help prepare us for, our first game.
This is for anyone. Just Big nearly had a triple-double tonight. I guess just how big of a luxury is it to have a guy like that affect the game in so many different ways?
I would say it's pretty valuable. I think you just kind of explained it yourself. I mean, the guy just had almost a triple-double. I would say that's kind of amazing, honestly. Even in an exhibition game, it's still kind of hard to put up those numbers. So we'll see how that carries on into the season. If he can continue to do that, that's going to be major. The guy who can make those kind of passes, get the rebounds, and score down low, hit those jumpers. So we'll just see how that goes once season hits.
Spike, Purdue struggled a little bit from outside tonight, but you came in and kind of hit those threes when they seemed to need them. Could you just talk about those shots?
Well, for sure, I thought we took a lot of good shots. Just had one of those days where shots weren't falling. But I mean, I guess when I just come to the game, I just try to bring energy. That's what I've always tried to do. Fortunately, I was able to knock down some shots. My teammates were fine when I was open.
Last one, Brian.
Spike, what can Swanigan's passing out of the post kind of mean to this offense? I think you were the beneficiary of a couple of nice kickouts from him for some of those threes.
Yeah, well, first of all, he draws a lot of attention down low, obviously. But his passing ability, it's been really impressive and, opens up everything, especially for the guards. Just being able to spot up and, give him room to work. And it's a big part of our offense.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Now y'all just slow me down.